kind of strayed away a little bit from the old Pioneer, but we're back here today. I'm gonna do some rework, I guess you might call it. So we kind of been busy, you know, with the Isuzu, with blowing motors up, Project Pit, just always something to work on. But Zach from Flow State Manufacturing, we kind of chit-chatted a little bit, and he wanted me to check out these door bushings, so he sent me some stuff. Let's see, what do we got? So here they are, door bushing, 3D printed deal, you know, a little bit more, a little longer piece. Let's see. Here's the stock bushings there. So let's see, what are they? All right, here you got it. I would say it's maybe a 32nd, maybe a 16th. It's pretty close there. There's a little bit. The ones from Flow State are just a tish longer, and that was kind of my concern, I guess, is you know, some of the other ones are let's see here, what do we got? We got a complete set for the front doors here, so, but you know, there's a couple of different designs out there, I guess. There's the two-piece design, and of course that's stock, pretty well piece of junk. There's this design, and there's also the other design that's a two-piece design that has pretty much a washer piece top and bottom, but then it has a split in the middle. So, you know, do you really need that? You know, I think these here are about $25 for the set, compared to $45 for the set. So, you know, 20 bucks is 20 bucks, right? So also he's got some other cool stuff too that we got. The larger cup holder for your Yetis, all that good stuff. Don't really, it's not a big deal for me. Usually if the old pop can fit in it, I'm good to go. So the wife, though, she's got some big mug, so we got that for her. Let's see what else is in there. Little keychain stuff there that he threw in there. He does a lot of third gen Camaro stuff, you know, center console stuff and stuff like that. But he's also pretty interested, you know, if you come to him with an idea and you want him to print something up special, you know, he's more than happy to help you out there. So, like I said, it's all 3D printed stuff. So, get these here. So, tools we got for today: 10 mil on an impact, little screwdriver for the C-clip, pair of pliers to squeeze the C-clip back on. So, let's come over here to the driver's side door. Pretty easy gig, really. Not too, well, let's see, maybe I am not going to be able to do it. Okay, so yeah, short extension on there. Buzz these things right out. Not a big deal. Ooh, that one was tight. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that we've already changed out all four. Put the RB3s in there, but like I said, pretty much was seeing, okay, do you really need the extra expense? Or, you know, go with these guys here, get 3D printed stuff, get them put in, a little cheaper solution, as well as, like I said, cup holder deal, and everything else. So, man, we're gonna need batter, little hand deal there. So pretty much the easiest way to do this is get it off and then take it back to the tailgate. Throw your tailgate down, slide the door in. You know, this is a pretty easy job. You're talking about a 20-minute deal or so. Pretty easy. Get in here and just pop that clip. The biggest thing is just don't lose the clip. There we go. Let's see. Pins are definitely tight. They're definitely not as tight on the stock bushings, but also I should put it away, never squeeze. Pull your brackets off, push your bushings out. These are junk. New ones. And slide them right in. Not really a big deal. Seem like they're good. Boom, boom. Now is when you need just a little bit of lubrication. Throw just a little bit of oil on here. Never sees probably would have been the better option, but yeah, I do. Guess I do have some of that in the old. Usually never sees, you know, you end up wearing all of it once you know you work with never sees because it's all over you. Then, like I said, just that little C-clip. C-clip just goes back on. Hopefully you don't lose it. It's not a pretty easy installation. Woo! That was some luck. You didn't see that. Man, that thing flipped up. Probably 2 foot in the air, come back down. So usually kind of like to go this way a little bit better. That works. That's a little safer solution. Let's go with that. And over here. Boom. Thing's done. Ready to put back on. So let's just grab the door. I think I put it back on there right. LED, probably better push that back in. Okay. So we're lit up, or all that good stuff. I probably would put just a dab of Never Sees on there, on these bolts. Dab do ya, get it all over you. See how that works. It's a little more than a dab. Okay. So. Said, typically end up wearing the old Never Sees, become the Tin Man. Light it back up to where you can kind of see your lines. Torque the spec. Okay, there it is. Nothing to it really. I think you're good and tight. I'd say they're just as tight as the others. I think the biggest thing is just the fact that the stock bushing is so perforated. You know, you don't have a full contact pattern there. And there's just a cheap plastic. And yeah, these seem like they're pretty good solution. Really the biggest thing I see about the rattle is adjusting the doors. So let's look up in there. Okay. So it is kind of a two-stage locking mechanism on them. So I mean, you know, don't hear no rattle there. That's pretty tight. So the biggest thing though that I see, I guess, is a lot of times people like to screw these out more, right? So you got a little rattle, and so yeah, tighten the old bumper up, right? Well, then what happens is you start contacting here before the door gets all the way shut. So then the door, I can't even get this thing to rattle at all now. But so what I found to do is you take these here, the old rubber stoppers, and 3/4 of a turn out. Screw it all the way in. Okay. Snap, got it. A little mark on there. There's half. Let's see if I can see my little lines. Yep, there's 3/4 right there. Now, of course, I may have just a tissue rattle there, but 3/4 of a turn out from all the way in. That seems like that's the money maker right there. So I just need had been pretty good earlier, but anyways, so that'll typically take care of all your door rattles. Don't really have a lot else. I got a little bed squeak there, but you do also have to realize, you know, you're talking about an off-road vehicle. It's not a Jeep. It's not nothing like that. It's an off-road vehicle. You're going to get some dust. Okay, so that's going to do that. Pretty much then you just do all 4 doors. It's pretty much the same way. Take these off back here, put them on the back, pop the clips, pull your pin out, get her done. Just do that to all 4 doors. I think it takes about 20-30 minutes to do that. It's really not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy. little pin clip deal there. Now this here, I really haven't ever looked at these. We put these additional cup holders down here, and they're a pretty cheap solution. Just drill 4 holes, put your push pins in, put that on there, so then you can put your cup in here. Now the bad thing about that is, and it looks like that push pin there is maybe just a little bit loose, but I bet the wife has probably put her cup down in there and really pry barred this out, you know, because depending on what the height is, right? So you're kind of, if you can imagine this, you're coming in here at an angle, you're squeezing hard here, right, until you get it popped into the slot, then it kind of fits back in there, then you don't have any more. But coming in and out, you're hitting this little limp right here, kind of squeezes this out. So that's a pretty decent solution, I think, for the bigger cups and stuff. Now the only thing is down by your legs. So, you know, these up here, they're not much better than for a pop can, water bottle, something like that. They're not very deep though either. You know, this here, this has definitely got probably another half, 3/4 of an inch more depth to it. Let's see if I can get this thing out of here now. Not real sure what that takes. What are we hitting? I've never done these, never messed with it, didn't really have to worry about it because I said. Okay, that there looks like it's popped out. I think we're gonna have to get some toolage. Still here and kind of show. You pretty much just got a tab sticking out here, you got a tab sticking out here, and those go in these corresponding little tabs there. Pretty much it goes down in, and then those tabs here pop in, right? So pry those in just a little bit and pop that thing out of there. Not too bad. The problem is this here. Bigger cup needs a bigger hole, right? So ideally what you would have is a Dremel tool. Get that knocked out of there. Of course, I don't have a Dremel tool, but I do have a and I wonder if it's just those tabs. I'm gonna have to measure that, but of course, yeah, I don't have a Dremel tool, but I do have a die grinder, air die grinder, so I think I'm going to take it over to the other garage and air die grind them out. And I wonder if it's not just you got to die grind these tabs right here out, and then maybe it'll fit right down in there. It looks like it's really close, possibly making it. And then I think what I'm probably going to do is drill them and use some 1/8 inch rivets. Nothing down in there, it's wide open, so I don't really have to worry about drilling down into anything, so that's nice. And see, well, the light's not really right, but anyways, take that over there, die grind that out, put that down in there, put some 1/8 inch rivets in. Should look pretty nice. Should be able to put the big cup in, then everything's gonna be great. Okay, well, it's extremely windy out here, so I'm sure you're going to hear a bunch of wind noise in there, so we'll probably have to play some music, but here's kind of what we got. Drill, 1/8 inch bit, 1/8 inch pop rivets, just a hand rivet, you know, Dremel, air grinder, carbide bit, measuring device, air hose, you know, the legit stuff. So don't know how we're gonna quite get the pick though. Let's get that up there like that. And I think maybe you guys can see. Okay. Where are we at? When you're gonna get out? What's this thing measure? It measures 3,190 is what it measures. What's it measure? It measures 311, so 3,190, 80. That's what? Yeah, 80 thousandths. Yeah, 80 thousandths is what we got to take off. So, like 40 aside plus the tabs. Tabs have got to go. There's no doubt about that. So. Of course, stuff is it's hot. The only thing good about this job is you got a big lip here, so if you do get a little excited with the die grinder, it's not really that big of a deal. You can see anything. One bad thing about this is you got to get so much air line. And you're always going to have that kind of hair, whatever you want to call it. Okay, kind of got that fuzziness. You can kind of just run. You can either do that with a box knife, kind of cut that off, or just kind of run that Dremel, air grinder, or whatever, just kind of right up on that top edge. And like this. And just get that hair off, but probably be easier with the box knife. Just kind of box knife that off there. Let's see where we're at on size. We're getting pretty darn close. It's like maybe that tab is still just holding me out just a little bit. I think we're gonna have to take some more of that tab out. Now the other way I thought about doing it, but I wasn't real sure if I had the hole saws to do it or not, would have been to take 2 hole saws. One, whatever size this here is, 3,190, so I think that's like almost 3 3/16. So if you had one the size of that, and you had one the size, you know, but it's so close, even if you doubled that up, I think it would be kind of tough. You're just not really removing enough material to really matter there. We're real close, we're tight, we're down almost in there, but we're gonna need just a tish more right there. Biggest thing is just try to keep your hole kind of halfway around, of course. Just kind of buzz around that just a little bit. Really need that box knife now. Man, still just, we're kind of, I know we're kind of hitting back here a little bit. You know, you can really see it, but if you look right there, this angle kind of comes down this way, so we're kind of fighting the angle as we're trying to go down and in a little bit, but ease that off there. Keep taking some small bites until you get this thing down in there. And it's really tight. Man, I feel like we're so close, so far away. I probably could just take just a tish off of the actual cup right back here maybe, you know, and just kind of knock a flat on it, and it would probably slide right down in there. It's really tight in a few different orders. Okay, there we go. We finally got her back in. Finally got her knocked out of there far enough. Say it's pretty tight back there in the back. Right there. Kind of hard to tell. Even with a little bit of light on there, you know, you got black on black, but it's kind of tight back there, so you really got to make sure that hole is kind of big enough. Don't try to squeeze her down in there too much. And then, like I said, now we're just going to take this 1/8 inch drill bit right here. This could be the only bad thing about this too. Really need a good 90-degree drill. Would be a lot nicer on this project. They kind of pop right through there pretty easy. And then, I don't know, some of the ones I've seen, they've got screws in them. But I just thought these rivets here would do a pretty good job. So, yeah, just pop that down in there. I might check though. They have some straight aluminums. I think these might be steel. You know, but that's really all we got. Stick that down in there. Hopefully they got enough grip. Didn't really check that out. We should. So there. Yeah. Should be able to grip good enough with that. Let's see what kind of grip we got. You can get these just about anywhere. I just thought it'd be a little better solution than a probably 3/8 grip on there. I just thought these would be a little bit better solution than a screw or whatever. Maybe look a little bit cleaner looking. So, okay, well, I guess I don't have any straight aluminum ones. I guess these Stelios here are gonna work. Well, darn it. One more hiccup. Yeah, one last little hiccup there. I had the rivet gun set up for a 3/16 rivet instead of 1/8 inch, so just had to switch the mandrel out. And you want to get the closest fitting one. So, pop right in there just like that. To it. Should have probably got that little tab right there out I think she's gonna look too bad. The only thing is now get this problem. Really needed a shorter drill or 90-degree drill or something like that, so I had to find a solution for that. But that's pretty much what I'm gonna do, is just put those rivets all there. And so like I said, a couple different solutions there for you. Door rattle, bigger cups, you know, let's get this baby to a plush ride, right? So like I said, Flow State Manufacturing come up with some pretty decent solutions there. Seem like they're going to work out pretty decent. Give him a shout. I mean, heck, if you think you got some other solutions that you want him to do, I think he'd probably be more than happy to pursue that. So not sure really what we're gonna do next. You know, was trying to decide. Morris Brothers, they'd really like me to do their head cam intake solution. See if we can keep up with a Talon. that's kind of an expense that not sure if 100% if we want to pursue that yet or not. Need to kind of figure that out, but I'd really kind of like to put a different cam in it just to check that out. And then there's also, you know, there's a different solution for a tune out there now. You know, there's Florida, can't remember now what his name is, but you know, right there on the Facebook, looks like he's got another solution out there for like $100 a tune. You know, you can get one or as many tunes as you want, $100 a piece. So that might be interesting. There's a few guys on there saying that some of those are better than the Cops tunes. So, you know, is that true? I don't know. You know, we might have to check that out. You know, Morse Brothers, they're claiming that if you create a tune that's better than what they've got, you know, there's $1,000 bounty on it. So, you know, how do you go about doing that? And you know, I'm not the one that created the tune, so he's the one that would have to pursue that. But it would be interesting to see. You know, $100 get you a tune. It looks like he's got 4 different stages, so kind of been looking into that. Might pursue that a little bit more and see, you know, can you outrun the Cops? And Hess couldn't do it, but maybe old Florida Crackers down there, maybe they can do it. We'll see. Peace out. Check you later.